Welcome to this month's version of What Mattered. A little later on you'll hear from our Managing Director Judith Swales in terms of what's happening in Fonterra in the market, and also we're going to give you a video around our recent launch of the Beverages Plant down at Cobden. But firstly, to what's happening on farm, and we've spoken quite a lot before about the launch of DairyBase and how we're looking to use it, and today we've been joined here in our office by Neil Lane as one of the members of the Dairy Australia team, who's heading up the DairyBase program. So Neil, thanks for joining us on What Mattered. And just for those who aren't aware, just tell us broadly, quickly, what is DairyBase?
So DairyBase is our national dairy database to collect, collate and analyse farm business performance, both physical and financial details. So it ties in with the Dairy Farm Monitor project, and it's somewhere to house all that data, as well as individual farmers' data, and data that might be collected by their consultant or their accountant or the like, or with their support crew member.
Okay, so the launch was a few months ago. So what's been the focus of activity? What sort of happened since the launch?
So people are using it as an annual summary of the business. They're looking at it to sort of look backwards and see what's happened, but also use it for scenario planning moving forward. So so it's part of the process of forward looking. It's not everything you need to do. There's all the other questions you need to ask, but DairyBase is a tool which helps with that.
Yeah. No, excellent. And I know today we've spoken about some of the future opportunities, and I'm sure you'll work on that. But for us, it's about ensuring, firstly, the guys understand how to use the tool, and two, are comfortable with then to sort of sit down with our farmers and make sure we've got that common approach, common understanding, common language in terms of how to look at our businesses, and then identify where the opportunities are better. Look, Neil, really appreciate your time today and for joining us on What Mattered.
No, pleasure. Thank you.
So yesterday, Fonterra released its 2014-15 financial results, and today I'm joined by Judith Swales to give us an overview of how that went. So thanks for joining us, Judith. So how are things looking for the co-op?
Look, I think, Matt, despite what was quite a challenging year, we had a lot of volatility in global commodities, and we had, milk price challenges, particularly over in New Zealand. I think the co-op's done a great job, and clearly we've had our challenges here,
sure.
And those have been kind of well known and well understood, which is really important in terms of the ongoing challenges around Darnham, but also things like the Stanhope fire and the fact that we've been having to make so much skim milk powder as a result of those events when global commodities have been low. So I think those are well understood.
Sure. So some short-term challenges there. And speaking of product mix and how that plays to price, New Zealand revised their price forecasts yesterday as well.
Yeah, so I think while we've seen a lot of volatility in global commodities, and obviously at one point we were going down like a roller coaster, we've started to see those come up, and I think it's giving people more comfort. But I think because we're also starting to see those shifts in supply and demand.
Sure.
So there's been demand challenges. We've seen China come off, we've seen Russia close its doors, but I think those are starting to ease to a certain extent, and we're also starting to see a supply response as well. So those things are giving people more comfort. So they've stepped up, I think 74 cents per kilogram of milk solids, so I think everybody feeling a little bit better and a bit more confident as they look forward.
Sure, and from our perspective, obviously we talked to our farmers a month or so ago about the challenges around our milk price. We'll formalise another communication later this month, but I guess given the market conditions, we're not feeling quite as bleak about the outlook as we were.
No, and I think that's fair to say. And I think we're starting to rebuild our business. We're certainly in a turnaround. We know that. But we've recently signed a new contract down at Darnham. We're progressing the BMAC deal, although that's taking longer than we'd like. But we're still confident we'll get it over the line. And clearly, we will be maxing out cheese production down in Wynyard. So and we are starting to get some updraft from the lift in skim milk and whole milk powder. So we still got a long way to go. Our mix isn't where we want it to be. We need to get back into cheese. We need to get fully back into nutritionals. But certainly we're not feeling kind of that downward pressure. I'd say we're feeling a bit more neutral now.
Excellent. All right, well, thanks very much. Appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, guys.
Finally today, to what's happening at Fonterra. Last week we commissioned our new Beverages Plant down at Cobden, and we've got a short video to show you where you might see some familiar faces from some of our suppliers in the area, as well as a number of others who attended the event. It's been a huge undertaking for our business, and I'm sure you'll all agree it's a fantastic facility.
Today is the end of one chapter for our business and the start of a whole new one. This is really about taking our offer to our customers to a whole new level. We have state-of-the-art technology here in Cobden that we don't have anywhere else in the Southern Hemisphere. So this is new to Australia. We are really going to set ourselves out as the market leader, as the ones that innovate and really take production, supply chain and customer relationships to a whole new level. So I really want to thank everybody that's been involved.
It's fantastic to be here today to see the extraordinary new setup that has come as a result of the $31 million investment by Fonterra.
Brings best practice capability to the Southern Hemisphere and Australia and embeds that in forever and a day at this site, hopefully. So it's a fantastic outcome.
For the local community, it's a terrific opportunity for employment in the local area. We've had up to 50 people employed, which has been fantastic, as well as a lot of third-party contractors, etc. So plumbers, builders, our local bakery, for instance, is very happy with us. We've had heaps of contractors down on the site with regards to helping assist the startup of the operations.
Well, for me, for everyone, well, a lot of people that are working here, we've all got family around the southwest and a lot of them own farms as well, so that's good for the local community, works out good for our families to go with it, and it also helps the immediate families with the wage that we earn here at Fonterra.
This is a new opening, it's a fantastic opportunity for our farmers in the west. It gives them security around the price of milk they might receive over the next 10 years.
So it's fantastic that this investment's here in Cobden. From a dairy industry point of view, we need people to have confidence in the future, and that feeds its way through to the farmers. So, and this completes the circle.
What it really does is demonstrate the capability of farmers in the southwest. This group here, the compliance that's required by those farmers, will give them best practice that's demonstrated, audited, and I guess a documented process.
I think this is a great opportunity for Cobden and the greater southwest of Victoria to be able to have farmers close to the source and be putting milk on Woolies shelves is a really good thing.
It's really positive enforcement that the Fonterra deals with the global players in our industry are pushing Western Victorian farmers forward.
Well, I think the beverage plant for us is security of supply.
The security of a 10-year deal is a really good thing and gives us great opportunity as suppliers to support Fonterra with their goals of getting good quality milk on the shelves with Woolies.
Fonterra has brought so much work into the community. In Cobden, the opportunities that Fonterra bring to the community is absolutely fantastic, and it employs and indirectly employs so many workers.
It's great to see a long-term supply arrangement with Woolworths. It's excellent for our farmers, fantastic job security for people who work for Fonterra in this area, and it's just been a lovely celebration all round.
Well, farmers get the confidence of the investment in the supply chain, the support to the customers, more products sold, more profitable farmers, fantastic Fonterra, fantastic Cobden.
This has been a really long project for this business. It's been complex, it's been difficult at times, but it has really shone a light into how we live our values here at Fonterra. We have challenged boundaries, we have made things happen, and we've really worked with a cooperative spirit. So I want to thank all of the team who have been involved.